one did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't
Huh?
you? Yo, you win.
I don't care. It's getting that bad. It's that bad.
All right,
I've
yeah.
I really have.
You win.
I don't even know. Easy.
Oh, Port Authority Yacht Club.
Yeah, just go with it. Huh? Yeah, just go with it. You're gonna lose somebody if you don't. Just to let you know. No, yes, they do. Welcome to the public session, everyone. Do we have any? We do have a few speakers for this evening. What I'll do is I'll call you up and just simply state your name and your address and address the group. The first speaker is Kevin Caracoli.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Caracoli. I'm a resident of the city of Oswego. I'm a business owner and a property owner here in the city of Oswego. Years ago, I served as vice chairman of the City of Oswego Charter Revision Commission. I'm here tonight to follow up on an initiative I introduced to you a little over 5 months ago to seek an amendment to the city charter to reinstate a 5% cap on the tax rate from one budget year to the next. Under New York State law, in order to change the city charter through public referendum, a minimum number of registered voters living in the city of Oswego equal to 10% of those who voted for governor in 2010 must sign a petition. That number is 432. Tonight, through the efforts of many motivated and concerned citizens, I am presenting 527 valid petitions for your consideration. I'm actually going to do it tomorrow to give Ms. Sugar a break. We've already spoken. But a word about those who signed the petition. They include people from all political affiliations, young and older residents, small business owners, and those who have management experience with some of the largest employers in the county. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, accountants, and every other socio-economic demographic that is living in the city of Oswego. In short, this effort represents a good cross-section of the residents of our community. And for every resident who signed this petition, I can offer you 5 more that are willing to sign. As a municipal attorney with nearly 25 years of legal experience, advising clients on all matters of municipal law, including the adoption of annual budgets, I understand and appreciate the difficult task that you have in managing the financial affairs of this city, in preparing a budget and ensuring that essential services are in place for the residents and the businesses and the guests of this city. So I applaud your willingness to seek elected office and to maintain that office. But it is an office that comes with a great deal of responsibility. There are a few points that I'd like to share with you in the time that I have left. Currently, the city of Oswego is one of the highest taxed communities per capita, not in this county and not in this state, in the United States of America. Oswego ranks 5th. Don't take my word for it. That's Governor Cuomo's committee on real property tax revisions and the tax cap. That's simply unacceptable. City government cannot be the employer of first resort. It must be the employer of last resort. This provision, if adopted, will free the city government to think creatively on how best to function for the betterment of everyone. There will be hard times if this measure passes, that's for sure. But we can no longer continue a policy of benefiting a few while many more sacrifice and suffer. Change is not to be feared, but rather embraced. For when necessity forces us to change the way we conduct ourselves, it's surprising how much we can do by giving change a chance. The untapped potential in this city is remarkable. Harnessing the creative energy, the spirit that's always motivated people and societies to improve themselves is the challenge, and we should all look forward to meeting that challenge. And this proposal is the essence of democracy in action. We had 650 people that actually signed these petitions. This represents 527 valid signatures. Now, I know that the city will do its work in validating these signatures. I've made it as easy as possible for you, and I'll review that with Ms. Sugar tomorrow. I don't come here tonight with any magic solutions to the difficult state of affairs that we find ourselves. But this initiative is a start in the right direction, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many more. Many of us chose to stay or return to Oswego because we know that it has what it has to offer by virtue of its natural resources, the spirit of community, and its potential. Let the residents of this community know that you share those concerns. You have the power to short-circuit this process by placing the matter before the voters in November. Failing to respond or delaying the process will only serve to infuriate an already upset population and to ensure that your energy and resources will be wasted when they can best be utilized through these issues in a collective, creative, and innovative way. So let's show the rest of the county and the state that the city of Oswego can and will be a leader when it comes to budget reform, utilizing bold and creative measures to ensure that what occurred last December will never happen again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Miles Becker. Miles.
Thank you, Mayor Tom. Council, you know whom I am. I come up here since 1996 to remind you of all the mistakes that were made in '96. Dick Atkins? Where is he? What's the matter? Can't he take criticism? The only question I got for you immediately, Mayor Tom, is that would Steve Jobs run his business like the state, feds, and local government? Would he run his business like that? Yeah, you can answer that real easily. I got this water contract in front of me that Atkins passed with Hamill. Okay, there's 3 years left on it. All right, now I had a little birdie drop on my shoulder last week. Onondaga County is laughing at us right now, okay? They're laughing all the way to the bank. to the tune of $277 million in profit they made off this water contract. Is Atkins around? Yeah. He's your friend, Tom. Anyway, I want to go back to another spot, too. And I'm sorry, Tom, I don't mean to be... I wasn't personal anyway, okay? I can get away with that. Hamilton Homes. The great Hamilton Homes deal. You know, I think I saw the English do better with Manhattan than what we did with Hamilton Homes. Okay? Now, there's 180 units over there. A friend of mine told me maybe 40 grand a unit, and that was Syracuse prices. Then somebody locally told me 20 grand a unit. So I went for the 20 grand, you know, and I don't care what kind of shape they're in. They're still pretty solid over there, okay? 20 grand times 180 units comes out to be 3.6 million. And they sold it for $260,000. Him and Ed Harrington, who knows a lot about contracting. Yeah. Now I want to know, with this 5%, if you guys had done this right back in '96, your friend down at that Port Authority, and Dick Atkins, we wouldn't be in this kind of trouble now. We wouldn't have to go through all this. Tom, would Steve Jobs do this if he was running Apple? Thank you.
Thank you, Miles. You're welcome. The next speaker is Sue Matthews. Ms. Matthews.
Sue Matthews, I live in Scriba. I have a whole bunch of stuff to say, but now I'm getting really bothered about what's been said already. Mr. Caracola, I don't like it when people use statistics to put spin on an issue. Now, when you say that our taxes are higher than most places in the United States, but you didn't compare them to the other cities in New York State, because we live in New York State, and most of the reason our taxes are so high is from state mandates. We're not the only town or city in the city suffering from that, in the state suffering from that. All the towns and cities in the state are suffering from state mandates. So when you compare our tax level to the rest of the country, yeah, New York State has high taxes, but compared to the rest of the state, our taxes are not that high. And I watched these guys struggle trying to make these budgets. I do not like it when people twist statistics to suit their own needs, and I'm calling you on it.
Well, we can talk after.
Okay. As far as last week's meeting was horrendous. People are frightened, people are upset, people are angry, people are blaming people that shouldn't be blamed. I'm looking at the numbers that were brought up last week. 1 in 5 people in the city below the poverty level. Poverty level set by social services was just raised from 12,000 something to 15,000 something. We have 4,000 rentals in this city, okay? Most of the people that are on social services and are lower income don't own their own houses. They're living in these rentals. The rental numbers from the state, from the federal government, from HUD, from social services, do not pay enough for these landlords to make a profit, let alone keep their buildings up. And I've complained to you guys about this. I've talked to you about it before. It's nothing new, except the landlord showed up last week, and they said the same thing. You want them to keep their buildings up. The residents want their property value to be good, but if they have shoddy rentals next to them, it brings their property values down. It's the same problem. It's nothing new. The inspection program, you're trying to consolidate offices, so the governor is urging you to consolidate offices to try to keep our tax dollars down. And I see you trying to consolidate offices, but I don't think we're going about it the right way. The residents in these buildings are hurting, the landlords are hurting, and it's not your fault, it's the state's fault, it's the federal government's fault, and the numbers just don't add up. I don't know how to fix it. 3 rentals inspections are not going to fix it. We got HUD inspections, we got social service caseworker inspections, We got city inspections. As a former apartment owner, I would say that the city inspection is probably the tightest inspection. I never had a problem with my apartment inspections, but I did have to be there for them. I think if you want to consolidate, you need to decide which part of your government is going to do these inspections. We don't need 3. That'd be a good start. That would cut out quite a few there. I mean, if 1 in 4 people's on social services and is eligible for HUD or social services, there ought to be an inspection being done already. When that apartment rental law was written by the city, it was impossible to enforce the way it was written. We couldn't afford to do the inspections the way it was written. It's been modified, it's been changed, you're getting ready to do it again. I don't think you need to put a high cost on apartment inspections, and I don't think we need to do 3 apartment inspections. 1 would be fine. But you need to get some coordination between departments and consolidate that way. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the Assembly? I don't see anyone raising their hand, and we do have about a 2-minute wait till the regular session begins, so I'll adjourn the public session.
I don't think you can. I think it's state law. Yeah, the fire and you have to ask Tom.
Good evening, everyone. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
You gotta figure that.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor Enright.
Here.
Councilor Myers.
Here.
Councilor Todd. Here. Councilor Walker.
Here.
Councilor Barlow. Here. Councilor Van Buren. Here. Councilor Capelitz.
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you. I do have a few comments to make under the mayor's address. The first one is I had a conversation, actually it was an email correspondence with a very nice woman who lives in the 7th Ward over the weekend regarding the consent decree and the construction and the excavation and the overall distress it has on our neighborhoods. I responded to her and she said, gee, I didn't know this. Maybe you should let people know what the consent decree really is. And since that time, she said there's a lot of rumors circulating around what's going on. So I decided to look into it, and I found out that some of the rumors were that, that the company doing this was simply going to leave the streets as they are, that they're already dug up, and that they're not going to be restored or rehabilitated. And it's said that a rumor can run around the world before the truth gets its boots on, and that's pretty much it. Education is a very powerful thing, and knowledge is a wonderful thing. And I would ask the media to help us get that message out to people. Because the situation is this: when this construction is done, the streets will be repaired, replaced, the curbs, aprons will be repaired, topsoil, the lawn will be reseeded, and we'll be back to normal. That is the facts. So if you're hearing rumors that are saying that this is some sort of a bend-in project and J.J. Lane is going to walk away and the city's going to be stuck with it, that is not the case. The reason for this, it's part of the consent decree. And the reason they did it in the wintertime was because we're under a time constraint. It has to be completed. It's imperative that we have this done. J.J. Lane will be done by the end of June, and hopefully these wards will be back in a normal mode. Now, this consent decree is going to be with us for a few more years, so let's all work together on this one, and let's pull together. I can understand how people are frustrated with rumors, but one thing that I can say about the people of Oswego and the city of Oswego, we're a very positive, very strong city. The people are the best around. We put up with adversity. We go through the tough times, and we do it together. And so as we rebuild our infrastructure, what we're going to come out of this with is a state-of-the-art system that will be the envy of everybody in New York State. So we do have a proud history. We have a proud future. And just to exemplify what we're going to have when we get through with this remodeling of our infrastructure, the potholes, the broken water mains that everyone's experienced this winter, every city in the Northeast has gone through this. We have the consent decree on top of it. Makes it even more challenging. But I want people to know that that there is good news out there, and a symbol of what the city is on Friday, which was Arbor Day, we planted 2 large oak trees on the south side of City Hall. Now, these oak trees are pretty small, but within years from now, those will be majestic, graceful oak trees. Hundreds of years from now, the next generations of children will look at those trees and say, this was an important part of Oswego's history, and this city is going through a renaissance, a restructure, and I simply ask for your patience and your understanding, and if you have any questions about what's going on, simply ask us. Ask the counselors. They'll tell you what's going on. So I think it's important we know that, and then keep things in a positive spin. Springtime is here, and things are getting better, and I just wanted to get that message across to everyone. Do the counselors have any other comments or reports? Yes, Councilor Kaplowitz.
Yes, Your Honor. As 7th Ward Councilor, I can tell you that I field at least 2 or 3 phone calls a day from residents of 7th Ward that are really burdened by the whole construction. And we talk about it, and there certainly is a lot to be said for enlightenment, and I appreciate it if the media would help us in publicizing, but I think we also have a responsibility to do a better job, and this was kind of a lesson learned in major reconstruction and residential neighborhoods, and there's still lots of challenges ahead for us, but we did talk at committee last week because we did some work related to Area 2 of the consent decree, and just so folks don't think they're going to be left out, and it's just that type of construction that's going on in the in the 7th Ward right now will continue to move north toward the lake, and that's a consequence of a consent decree, and one that we inherited, and an obligation, a responsibility to make sure that work gets done, because it's a court decree and it says that's the way it shall be done, and we have an obligation to do that. So and in the end, it will be, as far as infrastructure is concerned, we will have modern, up-to-date storm and sanitary sewer systems and water lines that are also being replaced, that are either old or of a material that probably should have been replaced long ago. And one of the lessons just to learn as they go through and they replace some of these water lines, one thing we could have done a little better job on, and I think we need to be conscious of this, is as they're replacing some of our water lines between the main and some of the shutoffs, not that they do them all, but they do some. A lot of our homes have old galvanized, and if they have a hole dug, I mean, it's a good opportunity to save yourself a couple of dollars and have a new water line put into your house. I know several residents were able to take advantage of that, and so there certainly is some opportunity there as well to update some of your properties. And I think, and I'm confident, that when this is all said and done, the roads will be better than they ever have been in the 7th Ward, at least that section, in many, many, many years, as well as what's below them, and that's really what keeps our city functioning. Liquid garbage pickup at its best. So, thank you, Your Honor. One other statement. I just wanted to say thank you to our Pal Times reporter, Paul. I understand that yesterday he happened to be in the right place at the right time, and he says he's not a hero, but I said anytime you put your life in danger to save somebody else's life, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to Paul for what he did yesterday. So
I agree. Well done, Paul. Are there any other comments, reports? Yes, Councilor Myers.
I would just like the 2nd Ward constituents to know that I no longer have a home phone. I'm going to give you my cell phone number. Feel free to call me anytime. 591-0424. So sorry about any inconvenience, but we decided to get rid of the home phone. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Any other announcements or comments? All right. Will the clerk please call Resolution 145?
Resolution 145 would approve the minutes of the Common Council meeting held April 14th, 2014.
Councilor Kaplowitz, Councilor Van Buren. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 146.
Resolution 146 would appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Counselor Myers and Counselor Walker. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 147.
Resolution 147 would express support of the mayor and the common council with regard to the Port of Oswego Authority.
Counselor Barlow, Counselor Enright. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 145.
Resolution 148 would approve the use of public space at the request of Robert Henderson, owner of property located at 53 West 4th Street, in order to replace a fence.
Counselor Enright and Counselor Barlow. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 149.
Resolution 149 would approve the use of Legends Softball Complex on Saturday, May 10th, 2014, for a fundraiser softball tournament to benefit the Golisano Children's Hospital.
Counselor Walker and Counselor Myers. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 150.
Resolution 150 would approve the amusement license for the 2014 racing events at the Oswego Speedway.
Counselor Van Buren, Counselor Walker. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 151.
Resolution 151 would grant a variance of the noise ordinance to Donald Warndorf, proprietor of the Sting Tavern located at 49 West Bridge Street during the months of June through September.
Counselor Kaplowitz. Counselor Myers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 152.
Resolution 152 would authorize a public hearing regarding proposed local law number 2 of the year 2014, a local law amending section C2-01 of the Charter of the City of Oswego with respect to city officers and employees.
Counselor Walker and Counselor Van Buren. Is there any discussion? Yes, Counselor Walker.
Thank you. I'd just like to take the opportunity to bring this proposal to the city residents and tell them what we'd like to do is get city employees to newly hire city employees to move back into the city. And I think it'd be a great opportunity for the community to get them back in here. And as we all know, they're paid by the taxpayers. They probably live here, I'm thinking. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Yes, Counselor Van Buren.
I just want to say that there were quite a few phone calls about this over the weekend, and a lot of people are looking forward to it. I shared with them how Council Walker was the one who voted the last time this came up in support of it, and I appreciate his efforts, and I'm glad he gets to move forward with this, and I'll be supporting it.
Thank you. Any other comments? I'd also like to commend Counselor Walker for his efforts there. That's, if there's no other further comments, would you please call the roll?
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren.
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 153.
Resolution 153 would authorize the public hearing regarding community development block grant applications.
Counselor Kaplowitz. Counselor Enright. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow. Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Counselor Enright. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Todd. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 154.
Resolution 154 would authorize the public hearing regarding proposed amendment to the Animal Control Ordinance regarding trapping.
Councilor Van Buren and Councilor Capelowitz. Any discussion? Yes, Councilor Myers.
Thank you, Your Honor. This amendment is to start charging city residents for trapping, correct? So I encourage.
Not all trapping. If the animals are in your home, there will be no charge. This is if there's an animal passing through your yard or it's in an outbuilding nearby.
Okay, so I would encourage all city residents to make sure they're at that public hearing to voice their opinion and to listen to what our animal control officer is trying to do. It'd be a good idea to hear it from her.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Capelowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 155.
Resolution 155 would authorize the mayor to execute an agreement with the Oswego City County Youth Bureau for the 2014 operation of the youth centers.
Councilor Van Buren, Councilor Barlow. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Capelowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 156.
Resolution 156 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 5 with Blue Heron Construction, LLC, for project modifications to the West Side Wastewater Treatment Plant Expansion Project.
Councilor Capelowitz, Councilor Van Buren. Any discussion? Councilor Todd.
Is anyone from Blue Heron here this evening?
Is there anyone with Blue Heron in attendance this evening?
If there's not, I'd like to make a motion to table items 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, and 164 till that time when somebody from Blue Heron can come here and, as requested, explain themselves.
We do have a second. Councilor Barlow. Call the roll.
Yes. Counselor Walker?
Oh, wait, is there any discussion?
No discussion.
No discussion? Okay. All right.
That's why we should hold off on doing these motions tables unless you want to give people a chance. I understand where you're coming from, but this is garbage, so let's.
Okay, let's call the roll
This is a
then.
vote to table. Counselor Walker?
Garbage.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
No.
Counselor Capelowitz?
No to table.
Counselor Enright?
No to table.
Counselor Myers?
Yes to table.
Counselor Todd?
Yes to table.
The motion to table passes 4-3.
Okay. So do we just go right to
1 to
165? Okay, please call Resolution 165.
Resolution 165 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 1 with PAC Associates of Oswego Incorporated for project modifications to the Oswego Canal Greenway Access Canal View Visitor Center project.
Councilor Todd, Councilor Barlow. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Capelowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 166.
Resolution 166 would authorize the mayor to sign amendment number 1 with professional engineering agreement with GHD Consulting Engineers, LLC, for modifications to the combined sewer rehabilitation project.
Councilor Van Buren, can I have a second? Councilor Capelowitz. Any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Capelowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 167.
Resolution 167 would authorize the mayor to sign amendment number 4 with professional engineering agreement with GHD Consulting Engineers, LLC, for modifications to the sanitary sewer rehabilitation area 1, Part 3, West 10th Street Basin Project.
Councilor Barlow, thank you. Second, Councilor Walker. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 168.
Resolution 168 would approve a bid submitted by W.D. Malone Trucking and Excavating Incorporated for the West Side Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Project for 25% of Phase 1 of the combined sewer separation.
Counselor Van Buren, Counselor Todd. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren? Yes. Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 169.
Resolution 169 would approve a bid submitted by W.D. Malone Trucking and Excavating Incorporated for the West Side Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Project, Part 3 of Area 1 West 10th Street Basin Project.
Counselor Enright and Counselor Barlow. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 171.
Resolution 170 would approve a bid submitted by John R. Dudley for the general construction of the Charles E. Riley Booster Pump Station project.
Counselor Van Buren, Counselor Todd. Any discussion? Counselor Van Buren.
The next couple of resolutions regarding this, I'll just say what I want to say about the project. Just to let the residents know, this is the first phase and breaking ground on the project. We quoted the timeline back to them when we first got the feasibility study done, and we are on schedule to continue what we're doing as long as the stuff gets approved. So I'm letting them know the work should begin shortly after we pass this. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 171.
Resolution 171 would approve a bid submitted by Roundbach Electric Incorporated for the electrical construction of the Charles E. Riley Booster Pump Station project.
Counselor Myers and Counselor Walker. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 172.
Resolution 172 would approve a bid submitted by Oswego Mechanical Incorporated for the plumbing construction of the Charles E. Riley Booster Pump Station project.
Counselor Kaplowitz, Counselor Van Buren. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 173.
Resolution 173 would approve a bid submitted by King & King Mechanical Incorporated for the HVAC construction of the Charles E. Riley Booster Pump Station project.
Counselor Van Buren. Counselor Todd. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren? Yes. Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 174.
Resolution 174 would approve training of the fire department personnel by North River Boats.
Counselor Kaplowitz. Counselor Enright. Any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 175.
Resolution 175 would approve a transfer of funds from within the Department of Assessment.
Counselor Enright and Counselor Barlow. Is there any discussion? Counselor Van Buren.
This was for the Mississippi program that we talked about earlier in the year. Just wanted to thank our city assessor for taking this project on. It's been benefiting a lot of our departments by tying them all together. We really had a program like this to allow all the departments that are working in a specific field to see what's going on. It's a good step forward for us.
Thanks, sir. Any other comments? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 176.
Resolution 176 would approve a new fee schedule for tournaments to be held at the Legends Softball Complex in 2014.
Counselor Kaplowitz and Counselor Enright. Any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 177.
Resolution 177 would waive the rules of the Common Council to present resolutions number 178 through 180 from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor Kaplowitz. Counselor Myers. Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
No.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
No.
The resolution passes 5-2.
Thank you. Please call Resolution 178.
Resolution 178 would approve a fund for the 2014 Softball League program.
Counselor Van Buren, do I have a second? Yes, Counselor Enright. Is there any discussion? Counselor Walker.
Yeah, I was just reading through this, and I was just getting the gist of it. Are we getting a refund from the ASA? I don't really understand what it is. Is the commissioner here?
No, he's on vacation this week.
Because I tried calling him. But I mean, I really don't understand, because like last year, the YMCA had 52 teams. This year, we got 26 teams signed up. How are we going to make that work? I just don't understand.
Your Honor,
Yes, Counselor.
if I could I ask the chair to recognize our city chamberlain, who probably answer Councilor Walker's question on this one,
Yes.
why the resolution is here.
Mrs. Coe.
Chair?
Yes, Counselor.
It has to be paid to ASA? It's incorporated in the fees that you collect. All right, thank you.
Is there any other discussion on that? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 179.
Resolution 179 would approve a rental permit fee schedule.
Counselor Kaplowitz, Counselor Van Buren. Is there any discussion? Yes, Counselor Kaplowitz.
I'll kick this one off. This is a discussion that we've had for several weeks now regarding our rental inspection program and the rates associated with it. And as you look at this, like anything else, what seems very simple on the surface becomes very complex when you start looking at all the multiple objectives and goals that one has in mind when you want to conduct rental inspections. And this city has taken that responsibility on in the charter. We are, as everyone knows, in the midst of a reorganization of our departments that will have responsibility and obligation for rental permit inspections. And it has become very obvious that the current $30 rate per unit does not cover the costs for the inspections that we're obligated to carry out based on the charter. This resolution increases those rates to $75 per unit, but also does some other things, and that is that it deals with a recognition that there are a number of houses, rental houses in this city that are in a big need of improvement, both inside and out. And it recognizes that and assesses higher fees for those units that we have to inspect a third and fourth time. It provides for a free reinspection, which is usually a simple fix if we go in and inspect, but then begins to assess a higher charge for those that are taking their time and our time as taxpayers for inspection. This is just a short-term measure, and I think we all realize that, and we've had a lot of, I think, very, very good discussion and lots of different opinions about where we ought to be going with rental inspections and responsibility and obligations of the city. But whatever we do long-term has to be changed in our charter. Right now, we still have an obligation to inspect properties, and we are woefully behind in that obligation. And personally, as a taxpayer, I don't happen to own any rental properties, but subsidizing the cost for rental inspection for those who do not have rental properties seems to me it's just assessing the cost to the business that is ultimately utilizing the service. This does not mean that long term that we shouldn't make changes and have continued discussion about what we're trying to do here. I think we're on a course, and we have been. Everyone, we talk about quality of life. We talk about the strength of our neighborhoods. We talk about what our homes look like. We talk about 4,000 rental properties plus in the city of Oswego. That houses a great deal of folks in this city, and if you look in the first and third wards and several other wards in this city, there are properties that are rental that are in big need of improvement. My motto has been, if you're in the rental business, it ought to be the nicest house on the block. But when those homes have impact what has been the traditional residential neighborhoods, and declining property values are being caused by some of the houses and the conditions of those houses, I think we have an obligation and responsibility to stay the course as it relates to the rental permit program. At this point in time, we're looking at a short term, and that's all this is: cover our costs, let's get on with the job. We have landlords that need to have rental inspections done and permits issued so that the students are ready to go to school again in September. We need to get on with that business, and this simply sets a rate that so taxpayers, all of the taxpayers, aren't subsidizing the service to that particular part of the business. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Yes, Councilor Myers.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ron, I agree to disagree. You know that. We've had discussions. I think the city gets out of the business totally. Let the landlords deal with their tenants. Let the tenants tell the landlord they want that place inspected. We're talking about raising fees to cover costs. Let's cover the cost. Let's just get rid of it. Then guess what? We have no cost. And also there's a little bit of liability there. Some people argue and say that there's not liability, but we still can be sued. But you can sue for anything. I understand that. So if we get out of the business totally, and taxpayers aren't subsidizing anything, okay? So take the inside of a house. Okay, I'd rather spend my time with our code enforcement officer and tell him to go after the outside. People say the quality of life has some issues with code enforcement. Yeah, there's some there, but not the inside of the house. So let's take our code enforcement officer and put him to better use. Get out of the business. That's my feelings, guys. Get out of the business. We're not subsidizing. Our taxpayers win. Thank you.
Any other comments? Yes, Councilor Enright.
I think I'm going in right down the middle on this. Right now, whether we like it or not, there are inspections that have to be done. So, and it's costing the city more to do these inspections than we're collecting. So I can't see us subsidizing these inspections right now. Now, this is a short-term fix. which would be the only reason that I'd be in favor of this, because I think in the long run, we got to take a different approach to how we go about on these rental inspections. I don't feel we should do away completely with the internal inspections, but I feel that it should be more based on a complaint-based or as needed, where we have inspectors that are doing some of these outside inspections, which are so sorely needed. If you want to drive around some sections of the First Ward to take a look at it, and then we respond to some of the citizens that have the internal problems. So, but right now we're talking about something that is happening in the present, today, tomorrow. We have businessmen that are waiting to have their businesses inspected so they continue business. Without a rental permit, they're out of business. So we have to do something. But I'm very hoping, and I feel confident with the rest of these guys who we're talking, that we can get to the bottom of this and get a resolution I think that everybody could be in agreement to. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Thank you, Councilor. Any other comments? Seeing none, please call. Oh, I'm sorry. Councilor Van Buren.
You know, we've had a lot of great discussions, everybody said. I've heard a lot of the ideas and the opinions about the inspections and internal and exterior buildings. And, you know, I think it works for a lot of cities who don't have rental permit programs, but if you look at them, their codes and zoning are strong enough to support that already. I don't think this way goes there. I think we're definitely taking steps to get there, and I think that we will be heading down that path soon with our zoning reform, and we all taking a look at the general municipal code to make sure that we're addressing those, putting teeth in them where they need to be. As it stands right now, I believe doing away with the internal inspection process is a bad idea for what we're trying to do. Am I saying it has to take, you know, a year to get there? Not at all. I think if this council is ready to take a step forward and focus on these issues, I believe they are. I think all of them know that they all have quality of life issues, zoning code problems in their wards. They all want to address it. I think that for right now, passing this to cover our costs and get us through these changes to where we can have a score established and we can stand on some stable ground where we know what our code is going to do, what the zoning is going to tell them. You know, the inspections, they find a standard of living in there, and I understand they're not looking at all the stuff that, you know, some people think that they do. But they do offer a sense of comfort to the tenants and the citizens that have these rental properties next to them. The people that are moving into them know that the city's taking active role in something that they're about to go into. But I think without any footing, we know how the zoning is going to work. In terms of we have a lot of overcrowding issues, more than 4 certainly becomes a problem for all of us. And I know that goes to court quite a bit. So it goes to a city that has a lot of old houses, a lot of huge old houses that are single-family rentals. Those inspections help aid us in getting that information. Without that, we have to go to the search warrant process to get in there from reasonable evidence provided by the neighbors. It's adding on to the process that we're not ready to take on. The inspections help in that area. They help us in areas where we go to court. It's just something that we need to do for the meantime. I'm absolutely for bringing it forward. I would be absolutely in favor of having the landlord association reestablished in conjunction with the city so that they can help police themselves, so that they can bring to us exactly what the problems are. Nobody knows their business better than them. I'll absolutely agree with that. If that's the case, then let's partner together. I'm fine with it. In the meantime, we need to still operate how we are, and until we're ready to make those changes, I would suggest that we move forward with increasing the fees and adding some penalties. I absolutely think that if we reform the rental process to drive a wedge between good landlords and bad landlords, we'll do it so that it makes no sense to do other than to do business at the gold standard level, so that if you are a bad landlord, fine, you're getting hit hard. After that, we can have the rewards and incentives to make sure that the landlords that are following the rules are getting the respect that they deserve. In the meantime, I think when that process is hashed out, we have to deal with the growing pains that we're feeling from our changes, and we can move forward with this process.
Thank you, Councilor. Is there any other comments to be made? Yes, Councilor Kaplowitz.
I just want to make one last and final point here, and if anybody wants to respond to it, they can. 6 of us sat through what I thought was one of the most, the budget process from 2014 was something I think that all of us will remember for the rest of our lives, and what we went through with trying to find the resources to balance the budget and looking at any and every opportunity to take some burden off the taxpayer and be responsible with respect to what we were trying to do with any fees that were associated with what we do as a city and being cognizant of how it impacts folks. And I do understand that, you know, the rental business is big business in the city of Oswego collectively, and any strong city has to have a strong group of landlords because they serve as a foundation for good quality housing in this city, and that's, I think we all aspire to do the same thing. I know several are in this room, and we've met with many of them who have taken the time to get engaged and have some great conversation with. But this $75 fee really speaks to what we were talking about in our budget, and that's being responsible to the taxpayer. And I really think that it's a great hypocrisy if you can't at least recover the costs for the taxpayers that are for the benefit of a large collective business in this city. And we still have, as the law says, an obligation to do rental inspections. And that's all this does, is simply raise a fee to keep the current process as it is, because we haven't changed anything yet. I think the ideas that have been bannered about and the time for doing some of that is something that we have to look very carefully at. As Councilor Van Buren said, Ithaca doesn't have a rental inspection program, but Ithaca spends multiples of what we do on code enforcement. And we're not there yet. We stripped that down to the bare walls, and we're putting it back together. And I think to step away from it short term is a mistake. Long term, I think it fits into an overall plan, and I think it's a responsible move for a city. But I believe to do anything less than that is personally a disservice to all the taxpayers in this city. And it recognizes and will continue to reward some bad behaviors. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other comments? Hearing none, will you please call the roll?
Councilor Walker.
No.
Councilor Barlow.
No.
Councilor Van Buren.
Yes.
Councilor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Councilor Enright.
Yes.
Councilor Myers.
No.
Councilor Todd.
No.
The vote is defeated 3-4.
Please call Resolution 180.
Resolution 180 would authorize the mayor to execute a modified lease agreement with the Oswego Yacht Club.
Your Honor, can I have a 5-minute recess?
Is that, yes?
Thank you.
All right.
The resolution on the floor is to authorize the mayor to execute a modified lease agreement with the Oswego Yacht Club.
Councilor Myers and Councilor Enright. Any further discussion? Yes, Councilor Enright.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this modified lease agreement would both benefit the city in revenue and also with the yacht club in hosting some of its regattas. I think during the year, the Oswego Yacht Club hosts many of these such events. It brings people from all over the lake to come and visit the city. So again, I believe this is a mutual benefit for everybody here. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Any other comments? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Barlow. Councilor Van Buren.
Yes.
Councilor Kaplowitz.
Yes.
Councilor Enright.
Yes.
Councilor Myers.
Yes.
Councilor Todd.
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Yes, Councilor Todd.
Pull the table for items 156, 157, 158, 59, 160, 161, 162, 163, and 164.
Second. Councilor Myers. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Who was the second, excuse me?
Councilor Myers.
Okay. Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The motion passes 7-0.
So this is 156.
So we will go back to Resolution 156. 156 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 5 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Capelitz, Counselor Enright. Any discussion? Counselor Capelitz.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The several resolutions that were tabled earlier all have to deal with change orders for the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project, and in fact, we had our engineer from CNS at committee last week and had a very, very long discussion about each and every one of these change orders and was given reason and justification packets on each and every one of these change orders. This completes a process that's important to the completion of this particular project, and moving forward keeps us in compliance with consent decree work that has to be done with regard to certain deadlines. So I think it's prudent that we take appropriate action, and I do understand there's concerns with the contractor that was used, and I think counselors that need to have further comfort level with the contracting firm need to have those discussions, but I have faith that the consultant engineer that looked at and supervised each and every one of these projects on this 35-year-old plant and the modifications that had to be made that were outside of the bid are in fact just and appropriate. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 157.
Resolution 157 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 6 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Van Buren and Counselor Walker. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 158.
Resolution 158 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 7 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Kaplowitz, Counselor Enright. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Todd, or Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 159.
Resolution 159 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 8 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Kaplowitz, Counselor Van Buren. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 160.
Resolution 160 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 9 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Walker, Counselor Myers. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd?
Yes.
The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 162.
Resolution 161 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 10 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Kaplowitz, Counselor Enright. Any discussion? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0.
Let's take a shot at Resolution 162.
Resolution 162 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 11 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side wastewater treatment plant expansion project.
Counselor Enright, Counselor Barlow. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Did you say no?
Yes.
Yes.
He said yes to no.
Yes to no? Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passed 7-0.
Please call Resolution 163.
Resolution 163 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 12 with the Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side Wastewater Treatment Plant Expansion Project.
Counselor Myers, Counselor Barlow. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 164.
Resolution 164 would authorize the mayor to sign change order number 13 with Blue Heron Construction LLC for project modifications to the West Side Wastewater Treatment Plant Expansion Project.
Counselor Enright and Counselor Van Buren. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The resolution passes 7-0. When he was-
Is there any unfinished?
Move to adjourn, Your Honor.
Second, Counselor Enright. Please call the roll.
Motion to adjourn, Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Barlow? Yes. Counselor Van Buren?
Yes.
Counselor Kaplowitz?
Yes.
Counselor Enright?
Yes.
Counselor Myers?
Yes.
Counselor Todd? Yes. The motion passes 7-0.
Meeting is adjourned. You know, I got the report from